Hey everybody, Varun here from Language Academy. Guys, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be super special, important video. I am going to tell you each and everything you need to take care in PT reading in order to crack your test. We'll be having a look at the marking criteria of the reading module, that where you actually need to focus on in order to get the scores. Then we'll have a look at all the different tasks from reading and outside the reading. What are the do's and what are the don'ts? Then I'll tell you how you have to practice, and whenever you make a mistake, how you have to actually understand why you went wrong and how you have to improve the same. We'll be having a look at a practice plan and a few mock tests which you need to take before you take your actual test so that you can get your desired scores. Without any further delays, let's get into the video. Alright, first of all, let's understand the marking criteria. PT reading in total is 90 points. 50% of the points are from the reading module and almost 50% are outside the reading module. The points which are from outside the reading module are comparatively easier to score as compared to when we compare it with the reading module. So you get points in reading from speaking, read aloud around 30 points. That's a lot. Then listening, highlight incorrect words around 10 points. Writing, summarize written text around 3 to 4 points, and listening, highlight correct summary around 1 to 2 points. So around 45 points from speaking, writing and listening, and then remaining 45 points from the reading module. So in total 9 question types will give you points in the reading: read aloud from speaking, summarize written text from writing. Then reading, MCQ single and MCQ multiple are the least contributor towards your reading module. Then reorder will give you around 8 to 10 points. Reading blanks, reading writing blanks will give you around 30-35 points altogether. If your exam pattern has got more reading blanks, you'll get more points. If your test or the exam pattern has got less reading blanks, more read alouds, so the contribution of read aloud goes up and reading blanks go down. And then listening, highlight correct summary 1 to 2 points, and listening, highlight incorrect words around 8 to 10 points. So this is the marking criteria. Now I told you in the beginning, the points which are outside the reading are easier to score, whereas the points from the reading are comparatively difficult. So you have to make sure you work first on the points which are outside the reading and then work on the points from or within the reading. Work more on your read aloud, highlight incorrect words and summarize written text, easier to score. Then work on your reading blanks, reading writing blanks and reorders. Doesn't matter if you're aiming for a band 6, 7, 8 or 9, you do not need to worry about MCQ single answer, MCQ multiple answer, highlight correct summary. These are not important at all. You just need to work on the remaining 6 question types as I've told you. Now let's have a look at the tips and strategies which you need to follow in each and every question which contributes towards the reading module. So first of all, read aloud. From speaking, super important. Now read aloud is based or marked on 3 parameters: fluency, pronunciation and content. Fluency and pronunciation score will go towards the speaking module and content score will go towards the reading module. In order to get full points from your read aloud in your reading, you need to make sure you focus on clarity. If you're reading the whole passage, read it properly. If you're following one line strategy, you can speak anywhere between 8 to 12 words, but you need to make sure those 8 to 12 words are crisp and clear. One line strategy or reading the full, both will give you full points in the reading module. I have tried and tested it. If you're not really sure what one line strategy is, I'll attach the link to the explanation video of one line strategy. You can go and watch that. Will make it easier for you to crack your read aloud. So to get full points in reading from read aloud, make sure you focus on clarity and pronounce each and every word properly. Next is your writing, summarize written text. You do not have to do much over here. Writing, summarize written text is marked on 4 parameters: content, spelling and grammar, and then your vocabulary. So content, spelling, grammar, vocabulary and your form. Your content points go into your reading part, remaining will go into your writing part. To get full points in your content and contribute full points towards your reading module, you need to make sure that from the passage which has been given on your screen, you include 5 to 6 important words or keywords in your answer. If you include 5 to 6 important words or keywords from the passage in your answer, you'll get full points in the reading module. Then comes your reading module. Now next is your reading module. First thing you need to take care of in the reading module is time management. You will be allotted or given 15 to 16 questions and will be given around 29 to 31 minutes, and you'll have to self manage your time. If you are not able to complete all the questions within the given time, the screen will time out and you will not be able to complete the whole module. Now, there are 5 different question types. The first one is reading writing blanks, also called drop down blanks. Next is MCQ multiple answer. Next is reading reorder paragraph. The fourth one is reading drag and drop blanks, and the last is MCQ single answer. You do not need to waste time on MCQ multiple answers and MCQ single answers. And for reading writing blanks, which are your drop down blanks, for your reorder paragraph and for your reading blanks, you have to spend a maximum of 2 to 2.5 minutes. This you have to follow while you practice and in your test as well. Because while you're practicing, if you're taking like 5 minutes on one passage, it will be very difficult for you to finish the same passage within 2.5 minutes, and you're going to miss out on your reading module. So it's very important whenever you practice, you give yourself 2 to 2.5 minutes per passage to solve each and every passage. Now, what you have to do and what are the things you need to take care of in reading writing blanks and reading blanks? See, a lot of times students do ask me, what are the rules, what are the tricks, what are the strategies? Rules are important, tricks are important, strategies are important. However, the most important thing is understanding the passage. I'll be very honest and straightforward and transparent in telling you that a rule may apply to one passage and the same rule may not be applicable to the next passage. So it's not just about understanding and memorizing or cramming the rules, it's more about understanding the passage. The better understanding of the passage you have, the better you'll be able to perform in your reading module, in your reading blanks. So while you practice, when you practice, the main area you need to focus is on understanding what the passage is talking about. If you understand what the passage is talking about, you'll be able to perform better. You will also be able to select the right answer. Again, let's say there are 4 blanks in a passage. You're not really sure about the first one, don't fill it first, come on to the second one. You're not really sure about the second one, leave it. Fill the ones which you're sure first and then come back to the remaining ones, because many a times if you fill the first one incorrect, you'll have a wrong understanding of the passage and you will mess up the whole paragraph. What I want you to do is understand the passage, fill the ones you are sure about first, understand the meaning of the context of the passage and fill the remaining ones, but aim to finish everything within 2.5 minutes. Now, when you practice on languageacademy.com.au, let's say you submit any question and you've got 2 or 3 incorrect and you're not really sure why your answer is incorrect, you think your answer is correct and you need the explanation. You click on the question mark next to the blank, you'll get why the wrong answer is the wrong answer, why your answer is incorrect, why the correct answer is correct answer, and in-depth explanation. Along with this, you can watch audio and video explanation available for most of the passages. This will help you understand the reason, the logic, why the right answer is the right answer and why the wrong answer is the wrong answer. Because in the exam, the passages will be different, but the rules or the logic will be same. So I don't really want you to practice heaps. I don't really want you to practice a lot, but what I want you to do is I want you to understand the logic, the reason, so that if something similar comes or appears in the test, you are able to crack it. So this is what you have to follow for your reading blanks and reading writing blanks. MCQ multiple, you don't have to waste time. MCQ single is at the end of your reading module. If you have time, give your time, but that is not important as well. And now reorder paragraph are important. If you're aiming for band 6, 6.5, not important, but for 7 and 8, they are important. You have to practice 5 to 10 every day. Now, reorders can sometimes not make sense, even if you solve them, even if I explain it to you, they might not make sense or they sound very weird. What I want you to do is read all the sentences you have been allocated or whichever you have been given. If you are able to comprehend or understand what the sentences are talking about, try to arrange all of them in the correct order, making sure the previous sentence or the next sentence is related with the previous sentence so that you make pairs. But in case it's not really making sense to you, what you do is read the sentence, find one more sentence which will go together with it. You don't really need to solve whole of the passage or the paragraph. I just want you to find pairs. Make pairs. Let's say you have been given 4 sentences. Select one sentence, take it on the other side. You're left with 3 sentences on the left hand side. Now, out of the three sentences, select or find out one sentence which is related with the sentence which you have taken on the right side. If you locate one sentence which is relevant or related with the sentence which you have taken on the right hand side, you will be able to make a pair. Now, once you have taken the sentence or two sentences on the right hand side, you will be left with two sentences on the left hand side as well. You have to read both of these sentences and see if they are related. If they are related, make a pair and take it on the other side. If not, take one sentence and see if it is related with the first sentence which you have on the right hand side or the second sentence which you have on the right hand side. Let's say it's related with the second sentence, place it below the second sentence, and then see the remaining sentence which you have on the left hand side, which sentence it is related with, and place it accordingly. Now, it might sound weird, but even if you go wrong with making the last two pairs, you'll have one or two pairs correct, and at least you'll get 2 out of 4 in your reorder paragraph or 2 out of 3 in your reorder paragraph. The whole idea is not to confuse you, but to tell you that reorder paragraphs can sometimes be difficult to get 100% right. In that case, just try to make as many pairs you can. But your main focus should be on reading blanks, reading writing blanks, and then reorder paragraphs. MCQ single and MCQ multiple, you do not really need to worry about these. Then listening, highlight correct summary, not really important, but highlight incorrect words, super important, because they are going to give you 8 to 10 points in your reading. For this, what you need to do is you need to make sure that you practice this on a fast speed. Just switch your speed to 1.2 or 1.5 when you practice on Language Academy, because in the exam they can be easy, but they can be super fast as well, and I want you to be prepared for the worst case scenario. Also, there's negative marking, so if there's any word you're not really sure here, do not select it. A lot of students think it's pretty easy task, I don't really need to practice a lot. It's easy, however, a lot of students do miss a lot of points in this particular question type, so I really want you to practice this as well. So that is the end of all the question types which actually contribute towards your reading module. Now I'm going to give you a practice plan for the reading module, and I am going to tell you which mock test you have to take. Every day you have to practice 10 to 15 read alouds, one summarize written text, 10 to 15 reading writing blanks, 10 to 15 reading blanks, 5 to 10 reorders depending on how much time you have. Do not practice MCQ single, MCQ multiple, and highlight correct summary. Practice 5 to 10 highlight incorrect words as well. Practice these question types for 3 days and then go on languageacademy.com.au. Under the extensive mock test, take the reading mock test. That's available for free. You need to go to extensive mock test, take test, and the first mock test will be available for free. When you take the mock test, you'll have read aloud, summarize written text, reading module, some highlight correct summary and highlight incorrect words in the same manner as they will be there in the actual test, and the marks contribution and the score calculation is pretty similar to what you'll have in your actual test. The extensive mock test will give you a clear idea of where you stand, what mistakes you're making, why you're actually losing points in the reading module, and what you need to do. In case, let's say you're aiming for 65 and in the extensive mock test you get 62, repeat the practice plan for 2 days and then take another extensive mock test. If you get 65 this time, take a full mock test which is available under the mock test section. And in the full mock test, if you get 65 plus in all the modules, all the section, you are good to go for the test. Go and take your test and crack it in the very first go. So this was your reading module. What all we covered is your marking criteria or the score distribution for the reading module, tips and strategies and things you need to consider in each and every question type which actually contributes towards the reading module. Be very mindful of time management. It's important in the reading section. 2 to 2.5 minutes for reading blanks, reading writing blanks, and reorders. Do not spend time on MCQ multiple answer, just 30 seconds. And at the end, if you have time for MCQ single answers, you can spend whatever time you're left with, because that's the last question. You'll not have any other question after this. And let's say if you spare 2 minutes or if you save 2 minutes in the reading module, that will not be transferred to the next listening module. So it's better you utilize full of your time, whole of your time. And then we had a look at the practice plan and the mock test which you actually need to do, which will give you a clear idea why you are missing out in the reading module, or if you're missing out in any of the other modules as well. All the extensive mock tests are available on the website languageacademy.com.au. You can go and take that as well. That's all from this video. I hope the video was helpful. If it was, do like, share and subscribe. If you're missing out in any of the other modules as well, I've just released a video, full 2.5 hour course of PT module which is updated as per the changes in 2025. The link is in the description box. You can watch that complete video. That's all you need to crack your PT whenever you're taking it. That is all you need. All my experience, all my information I've gathered over the last 7 years goes into that video, and that video is going to be piece of gold for you, something special for you. You can go and watch that as well. Now that's it from this video. I'll see you in the next video. If you have any questions, any doubts, do let me know in the comment section. If you want me to cover anything else, I'll be more than happy to help you guys. That's something I work for, and that is something which keeps me going on as well. If you ever get your scores watching my video, do let me know. That is something which will push me to do even better. And if you need any help, we do offer online and on-campus classes for PT Academic, PT Core, PT UKVI, and everything. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, we have 12 to 13 classes going on every day as per different time zones. Just send us a message, visit our website, or give us a call. One of us will be with you and we will help you, like we have helped more than 50,000 students to get their desired scores into PT. That's it from this video. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.